Hey there YouTube fans, AC Productions here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install these stealth wing mirrors. Now I know you guys don't like unboxing videos, but I have to show you this one because this one is actually boxed very well. Now the company that makes these mirrors is called Speed. Alright, let's go ahead and get with the unboxing here. As you can see, it comes actually with some screws. We got some mirrors that I think we're going to actually be installing, as you'll soon find out of what I mean. Other than that, these two pieces did not come with the mirrors. These are pieces that I made, and these are going to come in handy if you guys want to do the same. I know our mirrors come with a rubber gasket that goes between the mirror and the bike, but I wanted to also dampen vibration, so I made these custom foam pieces. Now these are made from a very dense foam, and I just kind of traced the pattern of where the mirror is going to go. So other than that, if you wanted to make your own, actually this actually comes with the dense foam, surprisingly, so you could actually make it out of the piece that the mirrors come with. All right, so here are the mirrors. As you can see, they're very nicely packaged. The quality is very good. Now you may recognize these mirrors from a different company, which I'm not going to name names, but you already know that those mirrors are expensive. We're talking about $500 just for the mirrors, and then another $100 or $200 for shipping. So that is between $600 to $700 for mirrors. Can you believe it, guys? These I got at a fraction of the cost, and you can too with this link that I'll have down below in the video. Check out the link and you'll get these mirrors at a fraction of the cost of those other brand mirrors. The quality is very good. It's aluminum. You could actually see there's like ridges or whatnot. It's like a little design right here, and there's like little ridges over here. Here's looking good. It's all aluminum. And when then you flip it over, you can see there's going to be 3 screw holes. Now what that is for is if you wanted to get the optional LED that goes over here for like turn signals, so you could actually get that. I don't know if they sell it as a separate option, but I've seen other mirrors that actually already come with it. I didn't get that option as I wanted the more stealthier look, but if I wanted to do something down the road, I'll have mounting points to actually do that. Has their little emblem over there. So a screw right there. So that's how the mirror looks like. And then if you look over here, there is a little pin right here, and that's gonna, you know, it's like a stopping point for the mirror. So when you turn the mirror, it stops right there. So just wanted to show you real quick. So let's kind of get to it, and let me show you the tools that you're gonna need to do this installation. As you can see, you could actually turn the mirror pretty much all the way around. So if you wanted to see the sky, you can with these type of mirrors. So I think you could turn it pretty much all the way up to there. And then you could turn it, you know, obviously back the other way. You could adjust it as such, and then turn it on. I'm just letting you know that there is a bit of tension on these mirrors as I'm turning it. That's why I need both hands. They're not flimsy. Unless you want it to be flimsy, then you just go ahead and loosen up the screw and end up just flopping around. But you want to make sure that it has enough tension on it that it doesn't do that. So, and then when you have them on the up position, they look like this, but we'll see that when we get it on the bike. All right, guys, so let me get to the tools that we're going to need to do this installation. Tools needed for the job is going to be a handle with a 5mm Allen key. Another thing is going to be electrical tape. Now, reason for electrical tape is that because the mirrors actually look so good, I don't want to scratch it by having the tool rub against the side of the mirror. So put in a little piece of electrical tape like this. If you come in contact with the mirror, you're not going to scratch the mirror. So there's the reason for the electrical tape. Just put a little piece like this, like I did already, on your tool. Next is going to be some tape. Now the reason for the tape is because we need to adjust the mirrors. They don't come already adjusted for you. So some tape, if you want to make it really precise, use some scissors to cut the tape. If not, if you have a hobby blade, you could use the hobby blade to cut the tape. Next we're going to need is going to be a small screwdriver. Because the mirrors, our stock mirrors come with these little caps. If you still have the caps, if you don't, then you could skip that step. And then finally we're going to also need a ratchet with a 5mm Allen key. You're like, oh Fonzo, we already got this one. Well, we need this one. Well, it's because on this one we need to loosen up the screw that comes on the mirror to give that adjustability. Therefore, that's why we need the tape as well. All right, guys, so let's go over to the bike and let's get started. First things first, we're gonna have to remove those little tiny caps that I was talking about. There is 2 on each side, one here, and one here, and one here on both sides. So you're gonna get your little screwdriver and just go ahead and put it right here and pop the little caps out on both sides. And next after that, go ahead and remove the screws with the 5mm Allen key. You could actually move your mirrors all the way down. So not only can you move them up when you're going into tight areas or lane splitting, you can move them to your normal spot, but then you could also move them anywhere here up to even down there. As you can see, they can move there on both, not just one side. All right, now that we got our both mirrors off, as you could see, like I was saying, that our bikes do come with this rubber piece. Pretty much remove it. It's just a rubber piece that goes on the bike, kind of dampen vibrations. Now we are going to still keep using those on both sides, but remember I showed you that I made these custom pieces. This is also to dampen vibrations. I want as less vibrations transmitted through the mirrors as possible. We're going to work on this side of the mirror first. Here is our piece now, our mirror. Now, first thing things first. It's up to you if you want to do this, but for me, I'm going to switch this over to the other side as I want the pointy part towards the bottom. And also we need to adjust our mirror, because even though you put them over here, and yeah, they're going to pretty much look pretty decent, the only problem is that when you turn the mirror, so when we turn our mirror like this point, if you don't have it adjusted right, you can easily damage your front fairing. So we want to make sure that we prevent that from happening. All right, so that's why we need our ratchet with our 5mm Allen key. So we're going to grab our ratchet, we're going to put it into the screw right here. Now we're not going to completely loosen it all the way 100%, but we want to loosen it up enough just so we could actually turn this piece. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then you guys do the same. Alrighty guys, now the reason I said that I'm going to have the pointy part facing toward the front end of the bike is just because I'm copying from our stock mirror. So now if you see our stock mirror, you can see that the pointy part is this way, and then the rounded part is towards the top. Alright, so I already went ahead and loosened up the screw. Now the reason we need to loosen up the screw, you guys are going to have to do the same, 5mm Allen key right here, is that we need to adjust it once we have it over here. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to put our screws in like this. Now this is, we're not going to completely put the mirror on there, but we are going to put it on there to adjust it. And you guys do the same, go ahead and put your mirror on and then tighten down the bolts. Not extreme tight, but just enough where it's not going to move around. Alright, now here is the perspective that I wanted to show you guys. Now as you can see, even though the mirror, how it was set, we need to adjust it. Now as you can see, it doesn't look good this way. That's why we needed to loosen up that screw here. Now by loosening up the screw, now we're able to turn the mirror, as you can see, to a more desired position, so it doesn't look so weird like that. And another reason is because, like I said, when we turn our mirror this way, we want to make sure that this point doesn't hit our fairing. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it as much as I can. All right, so at this point, we have our mirror adjusted. I would say probably straight enough. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and maybe turn it a little bit more, but we want to make sure that it doesn't hit the plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and probably adjust it up a little bit further up, turn the mirror just a little bit more. Okay, so now I have it pretty straight. Next, we're going to do is we're going to go ahead on the bike. You're going to sit on the bike, adjust the mirror of the way you would typically, see the mirrors, but you're going to see that these mirrors are tiny. So once you find that position, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our piece of tape. We're going to cut 2 little pieces of tape and we're going to put it here, but I'll show you that in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and let me show you what I mean from the other side. Alrighty guys, so as you could see, here is the point right about there. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you guys could see on how close that is right there. So pretty much adjust the angle of the mirror. Like I said, we're adjusting the angle. Once you find it, then you could just go ahead and we're going to put our tape. Okay, so I already have pretty much set the mirror. I'm going to go ahead and put my pieces of tape. And we are going to do is I see there's actually a little line right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my tape on that part of the line. So let's go ahead and make sure you have your tape straight. All right, so there we go. And then another piece of tape, another little line, and we're just going to match that one that we just have set. Now that's going to give us our indication marks of where we want our mirror to be set at. So when we go ahead to tighten down the bolt, if it moves a little bit, we know how to move it right back to where is optimal for us. You guys do the same. Now let me show you on how close it is on the other side. Alrighty guys, so there it is. You can see on how close that is to the front fender, as this is the more optimal position for me as far as setting it. Now once you find the position, make sure you turn the mirror back to its position here on this side. So let's go ahead and turn the mirror all the way. Once we have it all the way, kind of look at it from your point of view and see the angle of it. If you're satisfied with the angle of how it is, let's go over to this side. If you're satisfied with the angle of how it looks, perfect. If you guys feel that the angle is too up or too down, go ahead and adjust it and then, move this part of the mirror again to see how close you are to the fender. Because honestly, guys, now that I installed pretty much one, it's not completely installed, but now that I've kind of moved it around and look at it, I would say the viewing angle is horrendous. It is non-existent, guys. I mean, the mirrors itself, the design looks amazing. It looks really cool. I would say this is a really good alternative to having mirror block-off plates, because if you guys don't use your mirrors and you just put the little block-off plates, cool, but I would say buy these. At least you'll have some style to your bike. I mean, like I said, it's okay. It's cool that they do offer a mirror, but to actually use it, it's no point. So let me go ahead and adjust it to where I had it. And if I were to be sitting on my bike, this is pretty much what I see. I just see myself. I can't adjust it the other way like how we did with our old mirrors. I'm going to go ahead and put the other one on. So we want to make sure that they're both even across and not one being the weird way and another one being the other way. So I'm going to go ahead and put the other one on. You guys do the same. Just do the same procedure of what I showed you over here. Alrighty guys, I already got it pretty much dialed in on the look. From the front, it looks really good. From the other side, I try to find a point where I could actually see where it kind of looks leveled. Again, you want to set it and then put the tape. Don't put the tape and then set the mirror, because your settings are going to be off. Alright, so next what I wanted to show you guys, even though you have your mirror mirrors already set. I'm really glad that they actually give you these small little mirrors. Now, these the small mirrors are actually going to give you hope on actually using those mirrors, because I believe these are convex mirrors. They're going to allow you to use those mirrors and actually see behind you. Now let me show you what I mean. All right, so I got the mirrors. Obviously they have the sticky tape right behind it, so you can stick it onto these mirrors, but I'm gonna leave them in the bag for now and show you. I'm just gonna kind of just flop it over here. Now what you want to do is you want to put these little mirrors right at the edge corner of the mirror, and like I said, let me get on the bike so you only could see me right here. But with these little mirrors, if you put them right here in the corner, this actually gives you a little bit of hope of actually seeing right behind you, which is perfect because that's what you want. At this point, just remove the little the plastic that this comes with, and then go ahead and stick the mirrors right, the little circle ones right about there. You want it to be touching the top part here and the corner here. You want it as far to the corner as possible. That way you guys get the optimal view. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You guys do the same. Make sure you do that for both mirrors. So as you can see, I left the tape on there for now. Even though they're kind of small, they do give you a little glimpse of some hope when using these mirrors. I'm able to see a little bit behind me. Just a little bit, not much. Not like the originals, but at least you're able to see a little bit behind you. I may look for some other mirrors to stick on here to kind of give me some use out of these little tiny mirrors, but that'll be for the future. And when I do, I'll post a video on how to do that. All right, guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and remove the mirrors. That screw that we loosened this up, we're going to go ahead and retighten it back up really good so that this part does not move when you're moving the mirrors up, you know, to look at them. Alrighty, guys, so pretty much the mirrors are already installed. Now, lastly, don't forget to put the little caps that go inside the screws here and here and here and here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alrighty, guys, everything is finally set. Now check it out. It looks amazing. It looks so good. Now as far as functionality of the mirror, that's the whole different story, but at least with those little circle mirrors, you could actually see somewhat behind you. Again, I'll be doing an update if I ever come across some other mirrors that I can stick there to kind of see a little bit better on the back. All right, so looking there good. Now you can see the little caps are in its place of where the screws are. So those little caps that cover that hole there. Same thing on the other side. Now let me show you from the other side on how they look, and then I'll go ahead and turn the mirror so you guys can see that as well. Let me go on this side. I'm sure you're like telling yourselves or asking yourself, yeah, Alfonso, that wasn't there when you were installing your mirrors. These are actual camera mounts, and now I use these to put my selfie stick with my 360 camera. That's how you were able to see that other video that I posted about running out of gas, and you saw me riding from up this high angle. So that's how you're able to see that footage. So I have two of them because I like everything to be even. One here on this side and one here on this side. In case I wanted to put another camera here, I could do that as well. Plus it extends the mirrors out a little bit further out. I'll have a link down in the description below if you wanted to purchase these. They have them in a few different colors. If you remember those foam pieces that I made, I put it right between here of the mirror and the plate. If you don't have these, you could just put, if you were to make them, just put them right here, because that kind of also helps with dampening of the vibration along with your stock one, which is right there. All right, so now to show how it looks like when you're sitting here, as you can see, looks very stealthy and looks like airplane wings for me. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and flip this over on this side, flip it over on this side. All right, so that looks good about there. At least you could see how they look like from this point of view. So looking good. And if I don't want to use the mirrors, just go ahead and close them. Go ahead and close this side, and then go ahead and close this side, and therefore you're back to the stealthy view. Another little thing I wanted to show you guys, if you guys wanted to adjust the mirrors just a little bit to get that little extra wind to kind of go over your bike, you actually adjust it however you please. So it pretty much looks like that, a little bit off of the thing here. Well, that pretty much concludes the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this, please smash that like button. If you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That way you guys are up to date with my latest videos. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you dislike the video, smash the dislike button. Let me know in the comments below and why you disliked this video to help me improve for future videos. I do read all of the comments and do take everything into consideration when making new content. If you know anyone else that's looking to do this type of installation with these mirrors, please share my video, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.